more agentic capabilities,
An AI agent.
Agents.
agentic workflows.
Agents. Agentic.
What does any of that even mean? All right, most explanations of AI agents are either too technical or too basic. This video is for people like me, zero technical background, but you use AI tools regularly, and you want to learn just enough about AI agents to understand how they actually affect you. In this video, we'll follow a simple 1, 2, 3 learning path. We start with concepts you already understand, like ChatGPT, then move to AI workflows, and finally AI agents. The whole time, I'll use real-life examples. And believe me, those intimidating terms you keep seeing everywhere, like RAG or React, they're way simpler than you think. Kicking things off at Level 1, Large Language Models. Popular AI chatbots like ChatGPT, Google Gemini, and Claude are applications built on top of large language models, LLMs, and they're fantastic at generating and editing text. Here's a simple way to visualize it. You, the human, provide an input, and the LLM produces an output based on its training data. For example, if I ask ChatGPT to draft an email requesting a coffee chat, my prompt is the input, and the resulting email, that's way more polite than I would ever be in real life, is the output. Simple, right? But what if I ask ChatGPT when my next coffee chat is? Even without seeing the response, you and I both know it's going to fail because it doesn't have access to my calendar. This highlights two key traits of LLMs. First, despite being trained on massive amounts of data, they have limited knowledge of personal or proprietary information. Second, LLMs are passive. They wait for our prompt and then they respond. Keep these two traits in mind. Moving to Level 2, AI workflows. Let's build on our example. What if I, the human, told the LLM, every time I ask about a personal event, search my Google Calendar before responding? Now when I ask, when is my coffee chat with Elon Husky? I get the correct answer because the LLM first checks my calendar. But here's where it gets tricky. What if my follow-up is, what will the weather be like that day? The LLM fails because the path I told it to follow always goes to Google Calendar, and Google Calendar doesn't know the weather. This is a fundamental trait of AI workflows. They can only follow predefined paths set by humans. And if you want to get technical, this path is called the control logic. Now, what if I added more steps? I let the LLM access the weather via an API and then, just for fun, use a text-to-audio model to speak the answer out loud. The weather forecast for seeing Elon Husky is sunny, with a chance of being a good boy. Here's the thing. No matter how many steps we add, this is still just an AI workflow, even if there were hundreds or thousands of steps. If a human is the decision maker, there is no AI agent. Pro tip, Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, is a fancy term that gets thrown around a lot. In simple terms, RAG is just a process that helps AI models look things up before they answer, like accessing my calendar or a weather service. RAG is just a type of AI workflow. By the way, I have a free AI toolkit that cuts through the noise and helps you master essential AI tools. Link in the description. Here's a real-world example. Following Helena Lu's amazing tutorial, I created a simple AI workflow using Make.com. Step 1. I compile links to news articles in Google Sheets, and this is that Google Sheet. Step 2. Perplexity summarizes those articles. Step 3. Claude drafts a LinkedIn and Instagram post using a prompt I wrote, and I can schedule this to run automatically every day at 8 a.m. This is an AI workflow, predefined path set by me. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do this. Step 3, do this. Run daily at 8 a.m. One last thing, if I test this workflow and I don't like the final LinkedIn post, it's not funny enough and I'm naturally hilarious. I have to manually go back and rewrite the prompt for Claude. That trial and error iteration, that's being done by me, a human. Keep that in mind. All right, Level 3, AI agents. Let's continue with the Make.com example and break down what I've been doing as the human decision maker. With the goal of creating social media posts from news articles, I need to do two things. First, reason. Think about the best approach. Compile the articles, summarize them, then write the posts. Second, act. Use tools. Google Sheets for compiling links, Perplexity for summarization, Claude for writing. And this is the single most important sentence in this entire video. The one massive change that has to happen for an AI workflow to become an AI agent is for me, the human decision maker, to be replaced by an LLM. In other words, the AI agent must reason. What's the most efficient way to compile these articles? Should I copy-paste into a Word doc? No, it's easier to compile links and use another tool to fetch the data. Yes, that makes more sense. And the AI agent must act. Should I use Microsoft Word? No, inserting links into rows is more efficient. Excel? Well, the user already connected their Google account, so Google Sheets is a better option. Pro tip, because of this, the most common framework for AI agents is called REACT, Reason plus Act. REACT. Sounds simple once you break it down, right? A third key trait of AI agents is their ability to iterate. Remember when I had to manually rewrite the prompt to make the LinkedIn post funnier? An AI agent does the same thing, autonomously. It would add in another LLM to critique its own output. I've drafted version 1. How do I make sure it's good? I'll add a critique step based on LinkedIn best practices and repeat until all criteria are met. After a few cycles, final output, done. That was a hypothetical example, so let's look at a real one. Andrew Ning, a preeminent figure in AI, created this demo website that shows how an AI agent works. When I search for skier, the AI vision agent in the background is first reasoning what a skier looks like. A person on skis, going fast, in snow. Then it's acting, scanning video footage, identifying what it thinks a skier is, indexing that clip, and returning it to us. This might not feel impressive on the surface, but remember, an AI agent did all of that. Instead of a human manually reviewing footage and tagging it with labels like skier, mountain, snow, the back end is obviously way more technical, but that's the whole point. The average user just wants an app that works. I'm also building my own basic AI agent using N8N, so let me know in the comments what kind of AI agent you'd like me to make a tutorial on. To wrap up, here's a simplified look at the 3 levels we covered today. Level 1. We provide an input, and the LLM responds with an output. Easy. Level 2. AI workflows. We provide an input and tell the LLM to follow a predefined path that might involve retrieving information from external tools. The key trait? The human programs the path. Level 3. AI agents. The agent receives a goal. The LLM reasons how best to achieve it, takes action using tools, observes the interim result, decides if more iterations are needed, and produces a final output. The key trait here, the LLM is the decision maker.
If you found this helpful, I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, have a great one.